So he closed the door behind him. He turns around. He lifts up his priestly robes, and this dude is literally standing there butt naked, spread eagle style, standing up.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
What's up, y'all? This prison story is about when my cellie got caught with a hot dog in his mouth by the prison preacher. But before we get into the story, I need everybody to do me a favor, okay? I need for y'all, number one, hit that like button immediately. And then let me know where you from in the comment section. I don't care if you in London. I don't care if you in Flint, Michigan. I don't care if you in Dallas, Texas. I don't care if you in Ireland. I don't care if you in South America, wherever you at. I don't care if you on the planet Mars. I need for you to let me know where you from in the comment section, okay? Just in case, if I'm out there riding down the interstate and my car break down, in whatever city or state that I'm in, and I need to sleep on somebody's couch, y'all would let me know that I can come to your house and lay on your couch, right? But anyway, let's get to the story. Now, I'm laying in the bed, right? And they're like, yo, Donta, get up. It's the guards. You got a new cellie. At this time, y'all, I couldn't keep no cellmate. I just couldn't. I'm a type of guy that like to have a cell to itself. I don't like no man sleeping on top of me. Pause. And when I say sleeping on top of me, I don't like for another man to be sleeping on the other, on the upper bunk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in a cell with a man at all. I'm a loner, right? At some degree. But anyway, so I get up and it's about midnight. And this is very unusual because they usually do cell changes in the daytime or whatever. So the only reason why this guy is getting put in here could be one or two reasons. Either he just got taken out the hole and, the third shift captain or whatever just want him out the hole or whatever, or he just said he feared for his life and it's nothing really serious. So they just take him from one side of the prison and bring him to another, and well, he's here. So I get up and I instantly hit the bars. I'm looking to see who it is. It's this white cat. So I'm like, okay, he don't look like he no threat or nothing. So I turn around, I get handcuffed, and I go to the back of the cell, right? They let him in. I come back with my back towards them, and they unhandcuff me. Bam, boom. Now, at this time, y'all, earlier in that day, I was hitting that iron. I was pumping that iron, right? I was throwing up maybe about 250, just throwing it up, right? So I'm tired at this point. I just want to get back in the bed and go to sleep. But I have to know who this guy is. I got to know that I don't got a Jeffrey Dahmer in my cell. I got to know that this dude that they just put in my cell ain't no chomo, right? So he got all this stuff right there. He got 2 bags right there. And he got his other property right there. I say, hey, man, check this out. Of course, you got the top bunk. If you got to pee, just pee sitting down, because I don't want you, doing no backsplash on the floor or anything. And we'll just talk about it tomorrow, whatever. So I said, just go ahead and get up there, man. Don't really say nothing, right? So he gets up there and he goes to sleep. Now, this was Saturday going into Sunday. So it's Sunday morning. So on a weekend, you don't have to come out your cell for count until 10 a.m., right? So I'm in there sleeping in, but it just hit me in my brain like, hold on, you got a new cellmate in here. You need to figure out who this dude is. So I instantly get up, right? So he's sitting up there and he's reading the Quran. I said, you Muslim or something? He was like, no, I'm not a Muslim. I just be curious about what this is. And I said, oh, okay. So I said, man, why did he put you in here last night like that? He was like, I don't really want to talk about it. I said, what you mean you don't want to talk about it? Now, when he said that, red flags just start blaring in my head, right? I said, what you mean you don't want to talk about it? He was like, all right, let me tell you what happened first. Let me tell you what happened for me to even get to prison. For what happened last night would make sense. I said, all right. So he went into the spiel. He said that he has a twin sister, right? Twin sister. He said that his mama was a teacher, professional teacher. I think she taught 10th or 11th grade. Good, well put together white woman, right? He said that the problem was his mama was a professional woman in the daytime, but at nighttime she was selling that cat, right? Now, she wasn't selling her body because she wanted money. It was the thrill. She just felt like her life was boring and she wanted some excitement. It was the excitement of sleeping with random men, getting money from them. And I guess that's how she was programming. Y'all know, I tell y'all all the time that I can't tell another man or woman how to program. If that's what that one woman want to do after a long day, teaching them bad teenagers in high school, right? If some people come home, play the video game. Some people light up a spiff. Some people like to hit the bottle. But baby girl like to get hot dogs in her mouth. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what she do. He said they will eat and drink off their mama. Right now, a lot of y'all parents is guilty of this. And this is why y'all need to stop. Right? Stop letting your kids drink off you. Stop letting your kids eat off you, especially when you know the things that you do in your bedroom. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, I always tell y'all, stay out of my bedroom and I'm going to stay out of y'all bedroom, right? But the problem is that this woman is taking pipe without protection and her kids eating and drinking off her. So one day he ended up getting some blisters right here, right? And he like, man, what is this? So the mama take him to the clinic, find out he got herpes or whatever. And she's basically telling him like, oh, I told you to let me know if you out here, being intimate, with women or whatever. You need to let me know so we can take the right precautions and be giving you protection, stuff like that. And he like, Ma, I didn't do that. I'm not out here messing around. I'm not doing that. And she not hearing it. She ain't trying to hear it at all. Right? Then a couple of days after that, she ended up having an outbreak. So long story short, they put 2 and 2 together, the doctor. And they say, yeah, basically you gave it to him. Now, remember I said that they always drinking off each other, eating off each other. Now it hits her like one of these guys that she was creeping with, right? At nighttime, one of these Johns or whatever, one of these tricks that was paying for that cat, right? Gave it to her. And in the course of that, she gave it to her son. Secondhand eating, right? Secondhand drinking. That's why y'all stop giving y'all kids, let your kids drink off of y'all because y'all people nasty. But anyway, so he hears it, so he knows that. He's talking to his twin sister. And he's like, man, my life is ruined. My life is ruined. I won't be able to, start a family. I won't be able to kiss a girl. I always would just have this issue right here. And long story short, y'all, I don't know what's up with a lot of, white teenagers that be doing this. But one day his mama was asleep in the bed. He went in there, got a knife, and, he sent her to the upper room. But anyway, now he's here. So I have to let y'all know what he told me that to make why he's in here with me now, right? So when he told me that he took his mama out, I said, dang. Now listen, y'all let me know in the comment section, was he wrong for sending his mama to the upper room for giving him, the herp? Or do y'all think that he was justified? Me, I love my mama. And if my mama did that to me, I'll be hurt. I'll be mad than the mother, right? But I wouldn't. I don't see myself taking out my mom. I'll be hurt. Oh, for sure. I'll be hurt. But I don't see myself doing that. But y'all let me know what's up. But anyway, so he said when he got here to prison, he said he was just upset. He just didn't understand. Why would y'all lock me up? Yeah, I did take my mama out. I did that. But I had a reason to do that because she ruined my life. So I just figured, yo, my life ruined. So let me just ruin yours permanently, right? And he just didn't understand that he did wrong. I don't know. But he said, there was guys that was pressing him, wanting to take his commissary, take his money, take his manhood. And he said that he never got RAPE. Ain't nobody ever violated him in that way. They tried to, but he said he fought. He'd pick a knife up and he'd get busy because he said he wasn't going for it at all, right? He said in his 7th year, he started getting religious. He started turning to God. And he said that, the Christianity thing, the Bible it wasn't working for him. So he said that he seen some brothers, praying and they was Muslims or whatever, but they was not accepting the white boys. That was out. That was out. They was not accepting the white boys at all in the Nation of Islam. It just was not happening. So he said that he would watch them from afar and he'd start mimicking them. And when they praying and stuff, he'll do it off in the distance, and then a brother come over there like, hey, you can't be doing that, man. What, you trying to make fun of us? You trying to mock? It's a mockery. Well, what, do you think that it's amusing or something? What is you doing? And he like, no, man, I really want to become Muslim, and you know what I'm saying? And they weren't hearing. They weren't hearing it at all. So he said he eventually got him a hold of a Quran or whatever, and he get to reading or whatever. So he said that at heart he a Muslim. So he said that eventually, he ended up, now every Sunday you can go to the chapel, right? And they got this Catholic priest up in there, weird dude, right? And this is where this story actually began, right? So he said that he started going to the chapel on Sundays or whatever. Man, see, I love telling stories outside because I hate being inside the house telling stories, because I just be feeling like my creativity when I'm telling these stories be dampered, but when I'm outside, I'm in nature. But everything that comes with nature, like these birds flying by, yelling and screaming and hollering, disrupting this video, is when I catch that bird, I'm gonna do something to that bird. I promise y'all, I'm gonna do something to that bird. But anyway, he said he ended up going to the chaplain, right? The chapel, and he trying to talk to the priest or whatever. And he said, long story short, the priest ended up coming on to him. The priest kept coming on to him, and he like, man, like, dang, it's like, is everybody around here deviant? Is everybody in here? And you're supposed to be the man of the cloth. You're supposed to be a representation of God, and you trying to come on to me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Right? So he said that he got tired of it. So he said the other day, Saturday, right? The priest came in, and normally when the priest come in or whatever, he have all these totes of books and materials or whatever. And like 5 or 10 guys would go and help him bring all this stuff in. So he said that he was helping him bring this stuff in. So I said, like, well, if he was coming on to you, why was you, helping him bring stuff in? Like, you would want to get away from him, right? He was like, no, man, because the dude was educated, but I just looked past all that of him, trying to come on to me. So I said, all right. So he said, I just ready to just deal with that. But I'm a man. He wasn't going to do something to me that I ain't want to happen to me. I can hold my own. I said, all right, that's respectable. So he said, but, the priest ended up telling him getting the last thing or the last tote or whatever. He ended up closing the door. So now they trapped. So he said, as he coming up, the priest right there. Now, the priest had this black robe on, and usually he'd have a suit on under that. But he said the priest didn't have nothing on. Yeah, the priest had his priestly robe on with nothing under it. Absolutely nothing. The priest was butt-ass naked up under his priestly robes, right? And he said the priest just lifted it up. He lifted up his gown, and he was just exposed, right? Spread eagle style, standing up, just exposed. So he was like, hey, man, what is you doing, man? What is you doing? Like covering it, like, man, what is you doing? And he was like, I really want you. And he said he flipped. He said the only thing that he can think about, it was his mama laying down with all of them men. He said that he felt like his mama betrayed him. He said he felt like the priestly order of the Catholic Church betrayed him. He felt some type of way about the brothers not letting him join the Nation of Islam. He said every time that somebody tried to beat him up, extort him, or take something from him, all that was just bottled up. All that came into one simple point in life in this universe. And he said he snapped. Rightfully so. I mean, just imagine you helping somebody, a so-called man of God, right? And then he do the unthinkable. He flashed him. He flashed another man that was turning down his advances. I guess the priest felt like, yo, if I flash him, maybe we can get it on. I don't know. But he said all them feelings came to a head. He said all he know, he seen red, and he charged them. Boom, 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 boom. The priest hit the floor, and he got to stomping them. Bow, bow, boom, boom. Stomping them. Did them bad. Sometimes I like to ride with I like to bring nature inside instead of rolling the windows down. I like to, pull that thing back up there. Anyway, sunroof. But anyway, he said he owned them, stumping them out, did them bad, right? They put him in a hole for 3 months, 3 whole months, right? Because they did the investigation, and they like, you shouldn't have put your hands on him, but, this dude was a deviant, right? You shouldn't have put your hands on him. But, I mean, the proof was always in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Because what are you doing here with no clothes on? Why are you got a robe on, your priestly ordained by God, so-called God robe, right? How? Why are you naked? Why you don't got no drawers on? Why you ain't got no sock? Why you ain't got no t-shirt on? I mean, I guess this priest was real zesty. I guess he didn't want to put on his t-shirt or his panties at this point. But anyway, so they just did the investigation, hit him with the assault charge, gave him 3 months in the box. And that's how he ended up in the cell with me. So I said, it's a cold play, man. But you got to get out my cell. He like, what you mean I got to get out? I said, you got to go. He like, what you mean I got to go? I said, listen, I've been in here for a while. I can't see my mama, right? Now, I can see her once a month to visit it. But my mama is out there, and your mama is gone. You took your mama out. And I feel some type of way about that. He was like, well, I mean, I can't do anything about that. I said, yeah, I know you can't do nothing about that now. I feel bad for what happened to you, but, you took your mama out, and I can't be in here doing cook-ups with you or, You know what I'm saying? We in here selling together, and you get into some issue out there, and you know the heat come here to my cell, and I gotta have your back, knowing that I feel some type of way about you because what you did to your mama. So he was like, I respect that, man. I'll roll it out. I said, yeah, just roll it out. You know the protocol. Go down there, tell them you fear for your life, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. It's just you just don't feel comfortable in the cell, and get a cell change. And he was like, all right, I respect that. Let me tell y'all something. In life, there's no rules to life, right? We all got a conscience to know what to do, right from wrong. We all should know right from wrong. And they say with age comes wisdom. And with age comes wisdom. It's like, what do you do in that situation? If your mom or your dad end up giving you something that you can't get rid of because of them being negligent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta forgive them. I mean, I can't see myself hurting my mom or dad for giving me something that I can't get rid of because they was negligent, right? So it's like, I don't know, but I guess some people don't feel that way. Obviously, he didn't feel that way. Obviously, he felt like he was wronged and he had a lifelong thing that he couldn't get rid of. So he got rid of the problem that gave him the issue. But nevertheless, this story is I don't know, but y'all hit the like button. Let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Give me a call at 1-313-452-8981 if you want me to promote your online business or products or social media channels. Also, if you are watching this video and you didn't get my notification, unsubscribe to the channel, subscribe back to the channel, and hit the all notification button. I drop a new video Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, are you a member of the Donta Show Network? If not, I'm gonna have the link pinned at the top of the comment section. Also, when you become a member of the Donta Show Network, I got exclusive videos teaching you on how to become a big, successful YouTuber such as myself. Again, the link to the memberships will be pinned at the top of the comment section. By the way, if you want to send a gift to support the Donta Show Network, send me a text message or give me a call at 1-313-452-8981.